See, Onam is coming now, and a few years back I wrote something on Facebook, on Onam, because Onam is celebrated on Mahabali. Mahabali was a king, who was a Dalit king. He was an Asura king. He was a Dalit king. He was not an upper caste king. And there's an old saying that when Mahabali ruled that part of land, what is called Kerala today, everybody was equal and everybody was happy. So the entire subcontinent called India, there's one place where Mahabali ruled, where everybody was happy and everybody was equal, and he was a Dalit king. Only when a Dalit king ruled, everybody is equal and everybody is happy. There is no other traditional saying, and you don't have historical records also. The story I am not going to. He was brought under the earth, as far as the myth is concerned, by a Brahmin. It reflects the Aryan invasion of the upper caste over the Dalits. The story reflects that myth of history, So at that time he said, I would like to come every year, once a year, and visit my people. And this Brahmin boy, who was Vishnu, said, yes, you can come every year once. That's called Onam. And that Onam, when it comes today, you have advertisements all over Kerala. You find hoardings. You'll find on the press Malayalam thing. Mahabali's image, you find he has a thread. He's described as a Brahmin. On this. I don't know why. And Onam is celebrated for such a long time by all the upper castes as a vegetarian Onam. If Mahabali was a Dalit, he would have definitely eaten beef. And I have been telling friends that we must have beef Onam. If Dalits and other communities have to have some self-respect, then this is one way that we must have beef Onam. Because Mahabali, if he were a Asura, definitely he has eaten beef. He was not a vegetarian king. So in Indian history, in the mid-19th century, I had an argument with one of the historians. I don't want to quote the name. He is an upper caste historian. He said, a very well-known historian, he said that the communal problem in India started with partition. Partition was one of the major, definitely. When partition, the communal right took place, around 60% who were killed were the Muslims, 40% were Hindus. Babri Masjid time, you will find somebody 80% who were killed were the Muslims. Gujarat, it is almost 100%. Now it has become, equations are different. In that sense, I can say. But I said, it did not start with the partition. Much before that, there were two communal rights, on beef issue in the mid-18th century. Two communal rights were there. And that was done to suppress the Dalits and Muslims. It was done by the upper caste. He didn't agree with it today. And now I would say also that before that, right from Vasco da Gama came, there were communal issues. The mosques which were destroyed. Much before that, Buddhists were driven away. They were communal. And Jains were driven away from Kerala. There were Jain temples. Not a single Jain is there. You can see the remnants in Wayanad. They were communal by the upper caste. So now these are the facts which are there, we have to look into when you look into communal history, anti-communal history as such. That's why if we don't look into the communal history, why when 2 lakh people in Tamil Nadu, Tamils were killed, no secular activist reacted. It is a communal issue. Right next door, more Tamils were killed than Gujarat Muslims or Kandamal, you know, and nobody in India reacted as secular people, actually, you know, secular intellectuals, you know. It was a communal war, you know. So now Kerala was a victim of such perception, intellectual perception. So beef, Onam and beef is very central. If we celebrate Onam, if we have respect to Mahabali myth, if we lived or not, if we respect the fact that somebody ruled a kingdom where everybody was equal and everybody was happy, and a Dalit king, then we must have beef Onam. Everybody must eat beef during Onam. And that's my request.